Hi, everybody. It's Lisa. I hope you like my background. Okay, so I've had this practice run for a little while. I hope you are going to enjoy it. And just please leave me a comment and I'd love to just hear what you're thinking, if you can relate to any of this. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how inflammation affects the body. Um, I got this awesome picture from Dr. Jockers. Actually, I got two. um, One starts about, how inflammation affects it. And I didn't actually know what it was. When somebody said, "Oh, you've got inflammation," I'm like, "What do you mean I've got inflammation? I didn't hurt myself or anything." Didn't understand it. Didn't understand how it affected the insides. Didn't know that this bulge around my waist was partly, due to some hormones and so forth. So I had to learn a lot, and I'm still learning. So I'm just sharing what I've learned with you. Nothing I say here is intended to cure anything. I'm not a doctor, but I am reading something that a doctor wrote. Okay. Um, okay. So brain pro-inflammatory cytokines cause autoimmune reactions in the brain, which can lead up to depression, autism, poor memory, Alzheimer's disease, and MS. None of that is particularly great. It's just some things to point out. Cardiovascular inflammation in the heart, arterial venous walls contributes to heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. I'm sorry, heart disease, stroke, high blood sugar, not high blood pressure, and anemia. Okay, muscle inflammatory cytokines can cause muscle pain and weakness, can manifest as carpal tunnel syndrome or polymyalgia rheumatica, just to name a few. Bones inflammation interferes with the body's natural ability to repair bone mass, increasing the number of fractures and leading to conditions like osteoporosis. Skin chronic inflammation compromises the liver and kidneys, resulting in rashes, dermatitis, eczema, acne, psoriasis, wrinkles, and fine lines. Okay. Thyroid. If anybody's ever struggled with thyroid before, you know this one. Autoimmunity as a result of inflammation can reduce total thyroid receptor count and disrupts thyroid hormone function. Not fun for a lot of people. Lungs. Inflammation induces autoimmune reactions against the linings of the airways, can result in allergies or asthma. GI tract, chronic inflammation damages our intestinal lining and can result in issues like GERD, Crohn's disease, and celiac disease. Ever wonder why we're all of a sudden hearing about more diseases than we did before? Geez. Let's see. Kidneys, inflammatory cytokines restrict blood flow into the kidneys. Complications like edema, hypertension, nephritis, and kidney failure can result. Liver buildup of inflammation leads to an enlarged liver or fatty liver disease. And that's something somebody had brought up to me this week about fatty liver disease, and they were suffering with it. Increased toxic load buildup in the body. Okay, and there are some autoimmune diet foods. Fatty fish, olives and olive oil, turmeric, berries, avocados, leafy greens, green tea, cruciferous vegetables, coconut oil, mushrooms, carminative herbs, bone broth, and collagen. Okay, so those are just a few things that you can do, and there's some vitamins that you can take. And why do I always recommend supplementation? Well, if you see this on me, wait a minute, try this one. Okay, this one. This is my multivitamin. Why do I take it this way? Well, because I have a damaged gut. I have always had stomach trouble, and I never really noticed it when I took things through my mouth as much of a difference. So I kind of dismissed vitamin therapy because I wasn't noticing a difference. And I bet some of you might have done that too. I never noticed a difference with it. I don't think, well, guess what? Some of them don't put therapeutic doses in it. This has a therapeutic dose of a lot of things. I'm going to read to you just a few things of the vitamins over here that were recommended, and I will send you, if you want my sources, you're more than welcome to have them. Vitamins that fight inflammation: vitamin A, vitamin B. It goes into the folate, the B12, all that. Let's see, vitamin C, vitamin D. Okay. Vitamin E is another antioxidant. It's also an anti-inflammatory. Vitamin K. And that was the end of that list. Okay, and that came from WebMD. Let me just chat with you a little bit about what's in here. And we do a therapeutic dose, so that is probably why I've noticed the difference, whereas others don't necessarily, besides my absorption issues, may not just put in as much. Vitamin A, vitamin C, D3, vitamin E, K2, B1, B2, B3, B6, folic acid, vitamin B12, as methylcobalamin. Let me just caution you on that one. I don't know how you feel about cyanide, but synthetic vitamins, oftentimes every one I see on the shelf is cyanocobalamin. That is from cyanide, and it's a molecule from cyanide, and it is a synthetic vitamin. So guess what? Your body's going to need 2 steps to process that, as opposed to the natural, which is the methylated version, which is what this has. Biotin, and it's going to go on and on and on, because there is just a huge list here. I have noticed a difference. Like I said, kind of dismissed vitamin therapy before because it never really made a difference to me. I now take it seriously, as you can probably tell. Okay, the CBD has also helped me a lot with not only mood stabilization and just sleeping better, which is a huge help to, your body's functioning correctly, but it's an anti-inflammatory. So, it helps with your inflammation. This I used, oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see that. It's a collagen patch. Oh, there we go. And there's a lot of things in this too. And if you want the ingredients, let me know. But anyway, collagen helped my stomach, which in turn helped, with inflammation, all just inflammation, all of it. It all works together. Sometimes we don't put it together because as humans, we just can't see it, how we're designed or how we're put together. But when you start to see how things connect, it's honestly, it starts to make a lot of sense. And I hope I've made some sense to you tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this. I would love to hear your comments, honestly. I am going to be sharing this around, and I do my best to help others, because when I needed a hand up, there were people out there that had written things, that had done videos, that still do videos, write things that help me. And I want to pass that on. So I hope you've all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't have a problem answering them. Just, put them in the comments, or you can message me privately. I do have a Facebook page. I have a really long email address. It's Lisa@2bells, slap in the app at outlook.com. If you want to, just check with me there. That's a private thing, but you do what you need to do. I appreciate any feedback, and I am going to get off here now because I feel like I'm stuttering. I hope you've enjoyed the scenery. This is my favorite time of year. Who likes fall? Isn't it nice to finally have some cooler weather? I live in South Georgia, and I'm ready for that cool up. But anyway, good night, everyone. Have an awesome evening.